Okay, binomial expansion, A-level mathematics, Cambridge. So what we have is a topical questions on binomial expansions, and you might need a list of formula MF19. So let's look at this paper on binomial expansion. So what we have here, question 1, expand 1 plus a power 5 in ascending powers of a up to and including the term in x cubed. First of all, what is binomial expansion? In year 11, you started learning introduction on binomial expansion. So this refers to expanding expressions in the form. Let's say we have expression in the form a plus b. So we have a plus b to the power n. So we expand this basically into a series, that is a sum of terms. We can expand this into series. That is looking at sum of terms, especially when n is a positive integer. And we can take any value like 2, we can have 3, 4, 5, etc. So series will be the sum of the terms, and n is any real number. It can be positive, it can be negative, or even fractional. So this is more advanced calculations that we need. When we have positive integer powers, it will be a standard binomial expansion, and therefore it will be required for us to use the formula a plus b to the power of n. So a plus b to the power of n will be equal to the summation of k when k equals 0 up to any number here n, with k going into n, and then multiplied by a n minus k, then b power k. So these are basically the formula that we need. So in this case, each term is going to be followed in the form nk. So if it is followed in the form nk, where a is up to the power of n minus k, and then b power k. You will understand more of this formula as we look at the given example, for instance. So in this question, what we have is expand a plus b power 5 in ascending power. In ascending power. Okay, so if we are expanding this in ascending power of a up to and including the terms of a power cube, what are we going to do then? Let's go back to the original formula that we have and write down what we are given. So if we write down what we have, looking at the original equation, you will see that we have, if we say that it is a, so it is 1 plus a power 5, 1 plus a power 5. This will be equal to the summation of k equals 0. Our n is 5. And then we are going to substitute n, which is now 5, and then we have k, right? So up to a power k. So let's break this down a bit. If we break it down, you will observe that we have 5, 0, the first term. A will be power 0, and this is equal to 1. We can have 5(1) a. This gives us 5a. Then we can have 5 into 2. That is when k is 2. This becomes a power squared, and this becomes 10a squared. And we can continue like that up to the third. So when k is 3, this becomes a cubic, and this becomes 10a cube, because we are told up to a cube. Now that we have done this, we can actually use the longer method in order for us to substitute this and find what is the answer. So let's finish up with this question. We can write this side. This is what we have. So we have a 5 is 0. When k is 0, it is equal to 1. So that can be written as 1. That can be written as 1 to the power of 5. 1 to the power of 5 plus the second value is 5a. We have 5a there. So that can be, you can see here is 5a. This is 1. So if it is 5a, that will be 5 multiply that by 1 to the power of 4. The power decreases. Multiply this by a plus the next one is 10, so it becomes 10. Multiply this by 1, so this is 10, 1. Then the power decreases by 1 plus a squared. A increases plus, now we have, let's change the color. We have now 10. Multiply this by 1 squared. 1 squared times a. A will increase, a cube. And this can continue because we were to go up to that a cube. So our final answer becomes 1. Power 5 is simply 1. So we are going to have 1 plus 5a plus 10a. This is 10a squared plus 10a cubic. Plus it can continues, and that is the required solution in this particular question. So let's look at now the next question, question B. Hence expand 1 plus x plus x squared. This is 1 plus into x plus x squared, all that to the power of 5 in ascending powers of x, up and including the term in x cubed. And we are supposed to simplify the answer. Again, conceptual understanding. What do we know? We go back to the first one that we did in A. So here we are simply replacing with x plus x squared as given here, x plus x squared. So this becomes 1 plus 5 originally as we got. Multiply this by x plus x squared, right? Plus The second value we got was 10, so this becomes 10. If we come back here, the second value we got is 10 a squared, so this becomes 10. So it is 10 into x plus x squared power 2, plus the third is 10 x plus x squared power 3, and power 3 is the last value. We can simplify this. This becomes 1 plus 5 multiplied by x is 5x, right? And then we also have 5x squared plus 10. So this can become 10 by x plus x squared, or that squared. So we can put 10 out and try to expand that. So this becomes x squared plus 2x. This is 2x cubed and plus x power 4. X power 4. Because what we have is x plus x squared. So we have to expand this before multiplying the 10. We have to expand before applying the product sign. So we can add, we do the same here. This is x plus x squared cubed. So this can be, we have, let's have our 10 outside, and then we have, so this is 10, we have x plus x squared, right, and then cube. So this becomes x squared plus 2x cubed plus x power 4. X power 4. So now we can multiply the terms together and try to open up that bracket. So what we are going to have becomes 1. So we have 1 plus 5x plus 5x squared plus 10x squared. Let's try to open up this. This becomes 10x squared plus 10 by 2, 20 x cubed, right, plus 10 4, 10x power 4, and then plus 10 x cubed, and this can continue. When you look here, you can observe that what we have here is simply be multiplied here, and this is equal to here what we have here, x squared 2x cubed plus x power 4. So at this point we will simply have to get rid of all the numbers that are repeated. We have 10x, this is 10x power 4, so we have 10x power 4 here, so that has to be cancelled, and then we have 20x cubed, we have 10x squared, we have 5x squared, we have 5x, and we have then 10x cubed. So our final answer becomes 1 plus 5x plus 15x squared plus 30x cubed, plus now the rest of the numbers if they are added, but this is the required solution. The coefficient of x power 4 in the expansion of 3 plus x power 5 is equal to the coefficient of x squared in the expansion as given 2x plus a divided by x power 6. So we are supposed to find the value of the positive constant a. Positive constant a. So what you have is x, or rather 3 plus x. So we have 3 plus x, right? And this is power 5. 3 plus x power 5 there. So this is equal to, if we expand this, this becomes 3 power 5 plus 5. Applying the formula, you get 5 times 3 power 4 as it reduces, times x. X will increase, plus 10 multiplied by 3 cubic. X increases, so this becomes x squared plus 10. Multiply this by now 3 squared. 3 squared multiply now by x cubed, and we are supposed to stop at x cubed. Up to power 4, so we continue, it is up to power 4. So we are going to, if we do the fourth one, it is 5 times 3. 3 power 1 is as simple as 3. Multiply this by x. This is x cubed, so this becomes x power 4, right? Plus now the final one, which is x power 5. So the coefficient is equal to 15. The coefficient is equal to 15 because we have x power 5 and we have 3, that is 5 times 3 is 15. So we can look at the coefficient, which is equals to 15. If it is 15 and we have 2x plus a divided by x power 6, we are going to have therefore 2x plus a divided by x power 6 will be equal to 2x power 6. 2x power 6 plus 6 into x power 5. Then we are going to put a divided by x plus, now we are going to have 15 into 2x. So we have 2x power 5, so this becomes 2x power 4. Then a divided by x squared. Plus, now we can have 15 times 16 x power 4. Multiply this by x squared divided by x, a squared divided by x squared. So if you observe what has happened here, we have 15 multiply, so this is 15. We are working with the last one, so we have 15. 2 power 4 will give us 16x power 4. Then open this up, we have a squared x squared. So we can multiply 15 times 16, that will give us 240. So 240 a squared then x squared. So this is our coefficient. And we know from the beginning that the coefficient is 15, so 240 a squared will be equals to 15, right? Solving for a squared, it will be 1 divided by 16. 1 divided by 16. So a is simply plus or minus 1 over 4. Right. A is a positive number, so we take a to be equals to 1 over 4, a quarter, as the final answer. So let's look at the next question. The coefficient of x cubed in the expansion 1 plus kx 1 minus 2x power 5 is 20. Find the value of the constant k. So let's look at it. So we have 1 minus 2x, 1 minus, just a minute. So we have 1 minus 2x power 5. So this, if we expand, is going to be 1 power 5 plus 5. Multiply this by 1. It has to reduce 1 power 4 times 2x, so this times negative 2x plus the second value is going to be 10. 2 by 5, 10, so this becomes 10 multiplied by 1 to reduce, so cubic times negative 2x. Then this has to increase by 1 squared plus now 10 multiplied by 1. This was cubic, so it is squared times negative 2x increases by 1, so it is 3 plus, so it can continuous because it is up to the third power. So if we simplify this, we will have 1 minus this negative 2 will affect the positive, so it becomes negative 10, negative 10x plus 10 times 4x squared plus 10, multiply this by negative 8 when you open that up, 8x cubic, and if we simplify, we will get 1 minus 10x plus 40 x squared minus, this becomes 20 by 2, that's 80 x cubed. And according to the given form, we know here we have 1 plus kx 1 minus 2x, so this becomes 1 plus kx into 1 minus 10x that we got plus 40x squared minus 80 x cubed plus Now that is the final one. So if we simplify, we can just take the coefficient of x cubed. The coefficient of x cubed is 80. So this is negative 80 x cubed plus 40 kx. So this is kx cubed. We can factor out x cubed such that we are going to have 40k minus 80, and then we have x cubed outside. So the coefficient becomes 40. This is 40k minus 80. So, and that must be equal to 20 given here. So we are going to have 40k minus 80 is equal to 20. 40k minus 80, we can take that 80 to the other side. It becomes 40k is equals to 20 plus 80 will be 100. So k is going to be what? 100 divided by 40, 5/2. Required solution. Write down the first 4 terms of the expansion in the ascending powers. So again, what we have is a minus x power 6. So this becomes a power 6, right? Plus the second term is 6 times a reduces, so a power 5. Multiply this by negative x power 1, right? You don't need to write 1. Plus the next term is 15. If you substitute in the formula, 15 times a power 4, and the x increases, it becomes negative x squared plus 20 times a power 3, and then negative x increases to power 3 plus continues. Now we can simplify this. So we are going to have a power 6 minus 6 times a is 6a power 5 x plus 15 times a power 4 is 15a power 4, and then x power, that is x power 2, minus 20. So this becomes 20 a cubic x cubic plus etc. So that is our final answer. B, given that the coefficient of x squared in the experiment in the expansion of 1 point, that is 1 plus 2 divided by ax, a minus x power 6 is negative 20. Find the exact form, the possible values of the constant a. So let's see, we have 1 plus 2 divided by ax, and then we have a power 6 minus 6 a power 5x that we got in a, plus 15. So plus so we have 6 a power 5 x plus 15 a power 4 x squared minus 20 a cubic x cubed. So we can take these coefficients 1 up to 15 a power 4. So we do this, and then we take the coefficient 2 divided by ax to 20 is such that we are going to have 15. So this becomes 15 a power 4 x squared plus now 2 divided by ax. Multiply this by negative 20 a cubed x cubed. So you take 1 multiplied by 15 a power 4 x squared, and we take 2 divided by ax multiplied by negative 20 a cubed x cubed. So this will give us 15. So we're going to have 15 a power 4 x squared minus 2 by negative 20 becomes negative 40 a squared x squared. So the coefficient is 15 a power 4 and minus 40 a squared. So 15 a power 4 minus 40 a squared will be equal to negative 20 as indicated, such that we can take the 20. So we have 15 a power 4 minus 40 a squared plus 20 when it crosses to this side is equals to 0. Now we have quadratic equation to solve. So we are going to have 15 is divisible by 5. So we are going to have 3 a power 4 negative 8. When we divide that by 5, so negative 8 a squared plus 5 by 20 will give us 4. So this is equal to 0. Solving by factorization, we can have 3x. So we have 3x and we can have x on this side. We have negative 8 and 4, so the two values can be negative 2, negative 2, such that we can solve and find the value of x. So x is going to be equal to 2 over 3, or x is going to be equal to positive 2. But we know that a squared so it is either a squared is 2 over 3 or a squared is 2. And we can find what is a. So a is nothing but the root plus or minus the root of 2 over 3. Or maybe a is plus or minus root 2. Root 2. Simple as that. Expand 1 minus 1 over 1 divided by 2x by power 2. This should be simple. Pause the video and try it. 1 minus 1 over 2x, and then we have 1 minus 1 over 2x. We want to expand this. So this becomes what? 1 minus 1 over 2x minus 1 over 2x plus 1 over 2x, right, squared. So this becomes 1 minus 2 over 2x plus 1 over 4x squared. 4x squared. So the final answer by simplification becomes 1 minus 1 over x is 1 over x plus 1 over 4x squared. By that, let's look at the next question. Find the first 4 terms in the expansion in ascending powers of x of 1 plus 2x power 6.